Good evening, soft tippers. Welcome to Soft Tip Central UK. My name's Dan, and tonight we are going to be reviewing the Mission Darts Kronos 95% tungsten barrel. We're going to look at the packaging, the darts close up. I'm going to give you the weight and the lengths and widths as well, and also going to have a few throws at the board. So moving on, we'll have a look at some packaging. Okay, so we're going to look at the packaging now. As you can see on the front here, you've got Kronos on the left hand side, which is the name of the barrel. This is the M2 version. Now there are 3 versions of this barrel available. As you can see at the top right hand corner there, you've got the weight of 20 grams, the Mission logo, and then down at the bottom you've got the 95 in the bottom left hand corner, showing you that it's a 95% tungsten barrel, and the Mission logo front and centre. There is a window in the middle that would normally house the darts, but I have them out obviously for reviewing purposes, but that is where you would see the full set of darts. So let's flip this over, and on the back there it also shows you the Mission logo there, the name Kronos at the top. Mission darts are a result of a genuine passion for the game of darts and decades of experience, culminating in an unsurpassed level of expertise and knowledge. So these are match weighted to 0.05 of a gram, and the box actually comes with the actual darts themselves, some S-lock rings, grip lock shafts, 100 micron flights, and obviously your soft tips to start you off. So having a close-up look at the Mission Kronos M2s. As you can see at the front of the dart near the tip, you've got a sort of round slight taper down to the front to the tip section with this bullet looking axial cut at the front. Now that axial cut runs right the way up this ring section here and takes you to a spacer that again is got that bullet looking shape that is axial cut, and that leads you to these decagonal or dodecagonal, it's 10 sides to these. So there's 10 sides to this, and it goes right the way around, and you can actually see there that that ring cut at the front is actually mirrored in the rear, but it's spaced by these decagonal, that's it, we're going with decagonal, with these decagonal sections in between here. The Mission logo is etched on the top, and that will be laser etched into the top of there. And then that tapers back down. Obviously the smallest point here is 5.6 millimeters, and the front is 6.2, so there is a gradual taper that runs back. I think at this central section here is where you get the big drop down, and that takes you to the 5.6. But let's move on now and have a few throws at the board. Okay, so we're going to have a few throws at the board now with the Mission Kronos M2s. Flight design on these is really nice, like a boxed Titan effect, because Kronos was the king of the Titans. Now I've been playing with these for the last 2 weeks. I've had them on my live streams a couple of times, and they're really nice dart, really nice. The decline on the barrels from the tip to the stem is really nice, sort of gradual taper. I like the design. The axial cuts are really nice. The hexagonal shaping at the back, it's not something you see very often, so it's nice and original. This is one of Mission's more expensive barrels, obviously because of the 95% tungsten content. They are going to cost a little bit more, but in my opinion, it's still extremely reasonable. So we'll have 3 more. Obviously, again, all I will say is the companies send your darts out with a decent set of tips on them. Tips on these are very flexible, but they are consumable, so that's probably why they send you out a standard tip, so that you go out and buy some more Okay, so now it's time to evaluate these darts. So these are the Kronos from Mission Darts. It's the M2 version. Really, really nice sort of twin grip here. Two different variations of the very similar grip. So the front section is all sort of intermittent ring cuts all the way up with an actual cut that runs right the way down the center. Then it steps back to the hexagonal spaces in between all of the same ring pattern with the same axial cut. So it's axial cut on the actual rings, but that sort of hexagonal. Let me check, is that a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 sides. That's a dodecahedron, I think, or decagon. Decagon, that's it. Not a hexagon, a decagon. So the decagonal sections, which is, if I pronounce that wrong, please in the comments tell me exactly what they are. So I'm going with decagonal instead of hexagonal. So decagonal, that's what they're going to be called. And if that is not a name, I've now claimed that name and I'm going to apply to Oxford to have that put in the dictionary. So obviously you've got the spaces at the back here with the Mission logo etched into it, and the front taper here is really nice and goes down to any tip size really well as well. Sometimes you get a bit of a step, but these actually flow quite nicely. Grip lock shafts and S-lock rings, always good as standard. And 100 micron flights, love the design, the Titan design on the top of those. These are available from all good retailers. Don't forget to check out Darts Corner. They're your main supplier of Mission darts in the UK and worldwide. Failing that, next review up is some wing mounted hankies, and we'll be back with that after this.